On this episode, we ask the question, what is the gospel? Cue dramatic sound effect. What is the gospel? Well, the gospel means good news. So why is it good news? Is it good news because it makes me a good person? Is it good news because that's just what some random guy yelling at you behind a pulpit said? Money! Come on to me! What is the gospel? See, I ask this question a lot and I get a lot of different answers. And so I want to address with you today and give you a good answer of what is the gospel. But first, what the gospel is not. Is this the gospel?
99.9% of people are not bad people. They may make poor choices, but deep down, they've got a good heart.
See, the cross to me isn't the revelation of my sin. The cross is actually the revealing of my value.
That ain't it right there now.
Actually, that's not true.
Romans chapter 3 verse 11 says that no one is good. No one seeks after God. In fact, Paul just sounds like he needs a big old hug when he says, you are worthless and you ain't even good, contrary to what your mama been telling you your whole life. You see, we are rebels against a holy and righteous, perfect God. And this loving God, he gave us the law. Thou shalt not commit adultery. Thou shalt not hate. Well, if you've, it's actually murder. But Jesus said, if you hate someone, it's the same thing as murdering in your heart, which is very strong language. Have you ever lied? Have you ever told a story? Have you ever coveted wanting something that was not yours? Well, the reality is that we have broken the law. We cannot measure to the standards of the law that God gave us. So that seems like that's terrible news. In fact, the Bible would say, Romans chapter 3 verse 20 says that the law has revealed how sinful we really are. So because that we'll never be able to meet the standards of the law, and because of our sin nature, we are in grave danger. And I'm not talking like stranger danger alert. I'm talking about eternal danger. So here's where the gospel comes in. It is good news because it addresses this cosmic issue that we are all facing. Since God is holy and just, and I'm not, at the end of my life, I will stand before this holy, righteous, and just God. And I will be judged either on the basis of my own righteousness, which the Bible would say is like filthy rag. That's nasty, y'all. Or on the righteousness of someone else. Insert Jesus Christ, who lived a perfect and sinless life. He did for me what I couldn't do for myself. So Jesus Christ, he offered up himself as the ultimate righteous sacrifice to meet the demands of a just and holy God. So we are justified in the eyes of God, not by our own works, not by our efforts, but by faith alone in Christ. So that when you stand before that judge at the end of your life and you believe in Christ Jesus and have faith in him, God declares you righteous. That's good news, y'all. If this has helped you in any kind of way, I ask that you hit that like. Don't hit it, because your computer might get mad. But you can press the like button, and I would also ask that you subscribe to this YouTube channel. If you like and subscribe today, right now, you'll get a check in the mail. That's not true, actually. But if you do get a check in the mail, you can split it with me, just because even though it's not going to happen. But